If you're selling your home as a for sale by owner, then pay attention to this short video because most buyers can't even find your home sale listing. A lot of sellers ask me about marketing their FSBO listing on Zillow. And if you don't already know me, my name is Michael Vrlaku and I've been in the mortgage business for over 20 years. And for the last 15 years, I've specialized on helping for sale by owners and their buyers. I've even written a book on the topic and I offer a free program to help find more qualified buyers for your FSBO listing. So, this is a really, common question for these sellers because, look, everyone knows Zillow is the biggest real estate website. And so it's natural to think that as long as I post my listing on Zillow, then everyone should see it. Well, that's not exactly how it works. And in my opinion, it's the number one reason why FSBO listings sell 5 to 7% lower in price than a similar home that's listed on the MLS. So what's the problem? Well, it's free to list your home sale on Zillow, but Zillow isn't a nonprofit, so they want to make money, and they are super smart about it because they made some changes to their site that essentially is hiding FSBO listings. And to be fair, not just Zillow does this either. Really, many sites that offer agent listings and FSBO listings will find sneaky ways to hide FSBO listings because they want to make money. So let me demonstrate to you just how this works. Okay, let's just go to Zillow and let me demonstrate here. The property I'm looking for here is in Allentown, New Jersey. Here we go. And as you can see, there's 11 results, 11 homes in Allentown, New Jersey, right? But as I scan it here, let's see if I'm looking for one particular for sale by owner, and I don't see it. Okay. Well, let me look at the filters. So, okay, the filters were agent listed only. Okay. Let me take that off, and boom. Now we have the property shows up, right? 2 Babbitt Way in Allentown. But how about if the agent is also on there? Right now the filter is agent and for sale by owner, but it goes back to the 11 results, and the property is no longer there. So what I just demonstrated here is what a buyer might experience looking for a home on Zillow. It's very natural for someone to search by the town or perhaps the county, but what you can see here is that FSBO listings are not always going to show up. And why is that? Well, as I've shown, sometimes it's just the filtering defaults to agent-only listings. And even in other occasions, when you have like the buy owner selected, it still doesn't always show up. So here are the facts that I really need you to understand as a for sale by owner. You are selling your home by yourself, but you are only advertising your listing to some of the Zillow buyers. And Zillow buyers are only making up half of the buyers out there. Other big websites such as Realtor.com, Homes.com, and Redfin.com, along with thousands of other realtor websites, are going to make up at least the other half. Okay, so let's do some quick math. You want 100% of the potential buyers seeing your for sale by owner listing. But let's say about 10% of the buyers are relying on realtors and aren't even searching online themselves. Okay, so now we're down to 90%. You're listed on Zillow, which is about 50% of that online buyer traffic. So now we're cutting that 90% to 40% of the buyers. But as I just demonstrated, Zillow is not even going to show your home to all the buyer searches. So let's cut that number down to just 30%, assuming like 15% or 1/3 is going to be hidden. And then you have saved searches. These are the buyers that only check the listings, when they're alerted that a new listing meets their search criteria, which these for sale by owners are not going to alert these buyers. So let's say that's another 10% of the buyers. Now we're down to just 20% of the buyers who could be interested in your home. They're the only ones seeing your listing, right? 20% of the potential buyers out there. Now, this is the rough math behind FSBO listings. And look, just a disclaimer, this is just my own estimate. And so sometimes it's going to be more, but a lot of times it could even be less than this. But wait, your Zillow listing is getting a lot of views and saves, right? So this must not be the case. Well, not so fast. The truth is that dozens or even hundreds of realtors in your market are scouring these FSBO listings, trying to find sellers to call so they can sell you their services. Besides realtors, you have other companies and even those lowball cash buyers that are going to view your property, save it, and probably call you. My team alone might view your property 5 times, and a couple people might even save it. So as a FSBO listing, please do not mistake your activity on Zillow as a true buyer interest indicator. Now, whether you're a FSBO seller getting discouraged, or maybe you're the opposite and you're encouraged by the buyer activity, in both cases, you might be missing out on more buyers who want to buy your home. No advertiser ever said, wow, that billboard is too big. The simple truth is that the more people that see your listing, the better you're going to make out. Even sellers who get full asking price should wonder if they missed out on a bidding war, and that could have saved them or made them much more money. And that's why, again, it's estimated that FSBO listings sell for 5 to 7% lower in sales price than similar homes on the MLS. And in my opinion, it's primarily because of the lack of advertising. You're just not showing your listing to 100% of the potential buyers in your market. So if you want to fix this and you want my free help, please comment below or find my contact information and reach out to me directly. My program is completely free to FSBO sellers, and I'm happy to explain how I can help you find more buyers. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.